We have been talking about applying for the diverse visa lottery. But what are the benefits of a green card? Why do we encourage people, someone like you, to apply for the diversity visa lottery? So, in order to understand that, let's go back to the basics. Let's understand the benefits of being a green card holder in the United States of America. Because by understanding these benefits will help you to make a judgment whether green card application by lottery is one of the ways you can use or utilize on your end to apply for the diverse visa lottery. Welcome everyone, this is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, EBM, and I'm talking from my home office here in Belton, Missouri, United States of America. And we are in the time for people to apply for the diverse visa lottery. So let's go and discuss about the importance or the benefits of being a green card holder in the United States of America. But one thing I would like for you to do for me is to subscribe to this particular channel if you haven't done so. Green card. This is just an official nickname. It's official nickname for the permanent residence status here in the United States of America. That's number one. The person with permanent residence, just like the word permanent in that particular aspect, means you are legally living or allowed to live and do your life here in the United States of America. It allows you to live, to work, and do any other things like any other person here in the United States. We'll go into that in just a few minutes. By the end of the year 2019, United States had over 13.9, almost 14 million people with green card. And each year, there are over 1 million green cards are issued by the United States government. The green cards can be issued based on various ways. It can be through marriage. It can be through a child who is an American citizen after the age of 21, can sponsor parents. Can be a person like myself who is a naturalized citizen, sponsoring my parents, sponsoring my siblings. It can be green card through work. It can be green card through refugee status or asylum applications. It can be through so many other ways, but one of those ways is also through the lottery means. Each year, at the moment, there are about 55,000 visas are issued through the lottery. We say just 55, but if someone has a family, maybe of a spouse and 3 children, that means 5 people, those are 5 green cards. Though in accounting, we say just one among the 55,000, but technically, when we are counting on the other side, how many people overall in America have green cards, we will count each person, even if it will be 1 year old, with a green card will be counted. So when we say by the end of the year 2019, US had over 13.9, almost 14 million people with a green card who are green card holders. And out of those, almost 9.1 were eligible to become US citizens. By being eligible, that means they have met the requirements of being the United States citizen, though they haven't applied yet. You can be, maybe you got a green card, let's say through marriage. You can get after 3 years. If you got a green card through other ways, after 5 years, you are eligible. So that is something just want to put you there for you to understand the number behind, first of all. Okay, what are the benefits now of the diverse visa lottery? What are the benefits of green card? Number one, for those people who are looking for green pastures, looking for opportunities to go to live and work in other countries, if you become a permanent resident, meaning you'll be allowed to live and work in the United States of America without any other restrictions. That is the key. Majority of people are allowed to work, but with a certain type of restrictions. Let me give some examples on that. Let's say if someone comes here with, let's say, a student visa, F1, international student visa, while you are here, you will be allowed to work, but you will be allowed to work for 20 hours per week on campus. Unless otherwise it is during the school holiday, you'll be allowed to work more hours than that. But basically, the green card will give you to work unlimited hours to any employer. But this one will be forcing you to work on campus to one particular employer. If you come as a tourist, B1, B2 visa, for business, whatever it is, you are not allowed to work at all. If you come, let's say with H1 visa, which is a working visa, you'll be allowed to work to only the employer who sponsored you for that particular visa. You cannot say, let me work here, oh, I don't have money, let me go to work to another employer. No. And if that employer terminates the employment, you have 60 days to get out of the country. So other types of visas, just as I gave the simple example, have certain types of limitations. But if you have a green card, you don't have limitations of how many hours to work, where, to which company or which particular employer you have to work with. And if you get fired or you quit one job, your status doesn't change. If you decide not to work, it's okay too. You can just chill. As long as you have money like King of Zamunda, that's good for you. But out of that, you have that freedom. The only challenge usually comes with a green card is majority, over 99% of federal government jobs. Those one, you need to become a United States citizen. But out of that, you have unlimited. So green card, you are allowed to work to any employer. You can have 2 jobs. Secondly, you are allowed to live in any state you want. That is not the same if you come with other types of visas. For instance, if you come with as a student, you are enrolled to a school A. School A is in Kansas City, Missouri. You will be supposed to live in Kansas City. If, let's say, you get employment in California, in San Diego, you'll be living in San Diego. So you'll be, for other types, you'll be limited to where you are supposed to live. But with a green card, you can live any state you want. You can apply jobs from one state to another. Life is difficult from here. You can move to another one. But if, let's say, you come with H1 visa, you cannot say, oh, here in Palo Alto, Northern California, it's so expensive. I was working with the Apple company. I want to change the job. You don't just change wherever you want. You don't just move from one state to another state unless otherwise that company has a branch and decide you to reallocate you to another branch. But out of that, you are stuck in certain particular areas. But if you have green card, you have freedom of where you want to live. And I know some people, especially when it comes to the DV lottery, diversity visa lottery, when they win, they want to know, will the US government tells me where to live? No, they don't tell you where to live. But in most cases, you have a host. So the first state, usually you don't have much of the choice, because if someone helps you to stay, that is the state where you're going to start your life. But it doesn't mean that you have to stay in that state. After arriving there, you get good opportunity. You can move to any other state of your choice. But there is one catch you need to know that, which I'll make the video for that. Whenever a green card holder moves from one state to another state, from one apartment to another apartment, from one city to another city, even if you are in the same city, you move from one apartment to go to another apartment, even if it be in the same building, from apartment A to apartment B, or from apartment number 10 to apartment number 14. If you move, you have to change the address in the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS website, or you can just call them and change the address. Failure to change the address might be a very big serious crime, you might be deported. Are people getting deported by not updating the address? No. But what does the law say? You must update. Failure to update, you can be deported. So that's something I want you to understand. So that is another benefit of having a green card. That means you have the freedom of movement, where you want to live, and all those kind of things. Another part, we talked about, this is the third benefit. We talked about jobs, but you are allowed to start business. While you can do two things at once. You can have job and you can have business. That is something you need to know. Or you can decide, I'm coming to US, I can just do business. Or I can come to US, I can work, but I don't want to be employed by someone. I can be just Uber driver for the time being while I'm studying. So you have that flexibility. So you can, apart from working, you can start business, and you qualify to get the loans from the banks as long as you have good credit and other things, whatever the condition banks are or any other financial institution are posing them, you are allowed to get. But also, you are allowed to get the United States, the small business loans, because you are a permanent resident, you qualify. But if you are coming here as an international student, I don't think so. There are certain things financial institutions are scared of. What if today we decide to take it off and it disappear? So, but if you are a permanent resident, you are allowed to have those kind of benefits to get financial institutions and even the government small business loans if you want to do the business or to start and establish as the business. That is another benefit of being a green card holder. Another benefit is for those who don't want to denounce their citizenship. It depends on where you're coming from. There are countries which allow multiple citizenship. There are countries do not allow someone to have citizenship of another country. For instance, in Tanzania, once you decided to take citizenship of another country, you automatically denounce the citizenship of your country, Tanzania. So you have to know, does your country allow dual citizenship? That's number one. Even if allows dual citizenship, do you want to take citizenship of the United States? Some people don't want. So by being a green card holder, you are not a US citizen. It means if you want to continue to be 100% citizen of your own country, green card, by being a green card holder, you don't lose your citizenship. Wherever you travel, whatever you do, you'll continue to be a citizen of your own country. There are some people down the road, they want to become, let's say, even if you're a citizen, they want to become, maybe to run for the office, to become president, or to become a governor, or to become, let's say, to become a member of parliament, or to become certain people in appointment in your own country. So even if the country allows dual citizenship, sometimes it doesn't look good to look like, oh, this guy is a citizen of Kenya and is the citizen of the United States. We allow dual citizen, but should we give this person to become attorney general? Should this person become appointed or whatever, or to become a prime minister of our country? So there are certain things that might hinder you. So by being green card holder, you are not losing any status. You will continue to be 100% citizen of your own country. That means if you want to go back and do any political activities in your country, you'll be safe by being 100% a citizen of your own country. So that is another aspect. If you take it as an advantage that you are not automatically forced to become a US citizen, you are still a green card holder, means you still enjoy the 100% privilege of being a citizen of your own country. So that is something you need to know. Out of that, yes, another advantage, you are allowed to become a US citizen. So that is point number 5. Advantage of number 5, or benefit number 5, is ability or opportunity for you. If you want to become a US citizen, you can be able to become that. But in order to do that, it depends on how you got your green card. If you got green card by marriage, for instance, myself, I got green card by marriage, I'm allowed to become a US citizen after 3 years of marriage. But if you get green card by lottery, by employment, by sponsorship from your relatives, you need to wait for 5 years to qualify. Or if you join the US military, whether it's active duty or a reserve, you'll be allowed to become a U.S. citizen right away. That's how I became a U.S. citizen. I got married. I applied for green card after, like, I didn't apply right away. I got married in 2010. I applied at end of 2011. I got my green card in April 2012. I joined the Navy. I started my boot camp on August 1st, 2012. So when I went to the boot camp, within 6 weeks, I became a U.S. citizen. So that is another way. If you want to get your citizenship as fast or sooner, that is another way. So you have that opportunity. If you want to become a U.S. citizen, you can do that. So one among the things we shall talk about is a freedom of movement. You can travel going outside the country. Majority of people, if you are not a green card holder, if you are traveling out of the United States and you want to come back, obviously you will need to go to the U.S. Embassy to get the visa again. We know how complicated and difficult it is to get the visa. But being a green card holder, you will no longer be required to go to the U.S. Embassy to ask for the visa. So if you travel out of the country, when you come back, you just come with your green card and get into the country. The green card is just like this one. This is not a green card. This is a citizenship passport card. When you have the U.S. passport, you can get, if you want, you can also get the passport card. But this is a card. So you have the green card. So what you need when you are traveling back to U.S., you come here, and at the port of entry, the first airport you are arriving, there will be U.S. citizens and green card holders. They are online, and visitors, other people in other lines. So that is the difference you'll be able to see. So you'll be allowed to come back to U.S. without any problem. And that's advantage number 6. So, but if you are out of the country and there is a problem in that particular country, and there is a way they wanted to take back people to US, for instance, due to the pandemic, there are charter flights were sent to different countries, to different airports for people to come back to America, especially US citizens. Also, green card holders are allowed to be into those planes to come back to America. So that is another advantage. If something happens and you're in another country, when they are going to take back the American citizens, also green card holders are allowed to get into the plane and go to come back to America. So that is advantage number 6. Advantage number 7 of being a green card holder, you can sponsor other family members to get green cards. Let's say you were a green card holder by lottery, or you got a green card through employment. You are allowed to sponsor your spouse. You are allowed to sponsor your children. If you win by lottery, automatically you can come direct with your children. You can come direct with your spouse. But assume while you won and you came here as a single, but later you want to get married to someone who is not a U.S. citizen, maybe from your own country, you are allowed to sponsor that person. The only difference will be the timeline for you to wait. There will be maybe the spouse of the U.S. citizen and children of the U.S. citizen will be higher priority than the sister or brother of the green card holder. So those are the things. So you are allowed to sponsor spouses, children, parents, and siblings. The difference will be spouse and children will be given higher priority for the green card holders versus siblings. So that is you are eligible to give that sponsorship. If you are a green card holder, you can be able to do that. And again, that is another advantage of a green card, being a green card holder. There are some of the things we sometimes take for granted. Is the participation in a political process. So here you have to be very careful. Even if you're an international student, you're allowed to participate in a political process, like you do with a campaign and all other kind of things. But be careful. You are not allowed to vote, especially on the federal election. There are certain states or allows certain type of state, maybe state A can allow green card holders to participate into the council local elections. But federal, if you vote, you get caught, you'll be deported. and your green card will be denounced. So you have to be very careful. While you are excited that I can participate, I'm Democratic, I'm Republican, I can give changes, now I have freedom. Yes, you have the freedom, but remember you are a green card holder, you are not a US citizen. That's why you have a choice. Do you want to continue to be a green card holder or a US citizen? US citizen can vote, green card holder cannot vote in American elections. You have to be very careful. You have to read the law of your city or your state. If that law, if the laws allow you to do that, you can engage into voting, but you can influence into a political process into that particular area. The other benefit, number 9 or 10, whatever, is just you can get the federal benefits. By federal benefits, Social Security, when you retire, education assistance, all those other benefits you can be able to get. It is difficult, let's say, if you are, let's say, you are an international student, you have been here for 5 years, you work, you studied to work maybe for 2 years, whatever, and then you go back to your own country and you want to wait, retirement, I want to get my Social Security from America. No, you don't get them. But by being green card holder, you'll be allowed, permanent resident may apply for the government-sponsored financial aid, education, but also entitled to be able to receive state benefits. When I'm saying education benefits, so if you want to go to school and there are those state financial, what we call it can be student loans, it can be the state, these state education programs which are helping financial support. Myself, I got, while I was in California, one time I decided to go to school just for community college to get certain things. You will be able to get them, the benefits, because you are permanent resident. You'll be able to do that. And also when you apply, if you want to pay for your own school, you'll be considered as in-state fee versus as out-state fee. So those are benefits overall of being a permanent resident in America. So with those benefits, I encourage you to apply for the DV lottery, diversity visa lottery, because these benefits, even if you don't want to live permanently here, you can still access them. You apply, let's say, the lottery. You have won the diversity visa lottery. What you need to do is you go back to your own country. Each year you come to the US. Or if you don't want to come, you fill the form is called advanced parole form, that you are planning to stay out of the country for more than 1 year. So you can be planning maybe after every 7 months, whatever, I come to America, or after every 6 months, I come and I stay there for 2 weeks vacation, then I go back. That means you maintain your green card, and maybe your kids are grown up, they will come to live here. So that is something you need to consider yourself. The benefits down the road on how you can be able to utilize these benefits. My advice and my encouragement is for you to apply. Apply for the diversity visa lottery. If you win, and if you don't want to process, that is something different. But don't make a decision, I don't want to go to America. I don't want to apply to get a green card. Even if you don't want to apply, apply first. You might have a good job now. What if the company closes and you lose that job? So just apply. It doesn't hurt you. Application for the diversity visa lottery is free of charge. You never know what is going to happen. Things can change. I know you might be having some questions. Is my age appropriate to relocate to America? Maybe I'm already established in my own country. Maybe I already have big farms. I have a very good job. I have apartments I'm renting to some people. I'm a landlord. I just have all these other things already. Should I apply for this green card? I don't want to relocate to the US. It's okay. You don't need to relocate per se to America. You can find a way to maintain your green card. And you can take advantage of coming here to learn. If you are doing business, what kind of things you can be able to take from America and invest in your own country. Not everybody who is coming to America is coming to work. You can come here to learn to do business. You can come here to find markets of your goods from your country. As long as you are green card, you have that freedom of movement. You don't need to go to the US embassy. So take advantage Not everybody wants to live in America. You have to know that. But traveling around the world, God brought to this planet Earth. Yes, you're from Cameroon. Yes, you're from Tanzania. Yes, you're from Ghana. Yes, you're from Philippines. Yes, you're from Afghanistan. But you are allowed to relocate or to move, to travel around the world as long as you follow the proper immigration procedures. So if you win the lottery, you walk around the proper procedures. And you can do so many things with the diversity visa lottery. You can just opportunity for your children. You can take a risk or just sacrifice yourself. I go there. I will stay there for my kids to study. From primary school or from elementary school, from kindergarten to high school, education is 100% free of charge here in the United States. You can take that opportunity than taking your children to a very special school, international school, English medium school. You pay $3,000, $5,000 US dollar per year, and you have 4 kids. You'll be paying over $10,000 in your own country. But here you want to pay. Yes, there are other expenses, but all those kind of things you need to consider yourself before you make any type of determination. So all in all, green card has so much advantages. Please apply. Please take the opportunity to share this video to others. Make sure that other people know about green card lottery. When they apply, it doesn't mean that they're going to take your chance. Each person has a chance. God is the one is going to determine who is going to win. There is no secret on how you can be able to maneuver the system, but it is a lottery, purely random. It doesn't matter your education. You can come here, you can start your life. Yes, you'll start at the bottom, but you can go up to the peak of anything you want here in the United States of America. So remember to share, remember to subscribe to this particular channel, remember to like the video, remember being positive, apply for the diversity visa lottery, and continue to other things of your own. Assume you haven't won the DV lottery, apply and continue. In case you get the DV lottery, you win, you know what advantages you are going to get.